How did your fellow officers, a lot of us are best friends or people we work with.
Yeah.
So imagine that's the same in law enforcement. When you first made this decision, how did they react when you first told them?
Well, first of all, I've always been very outspoken. So, if there's an issue, you're going to hear from it. You're going to hear about it from me. They also knew that if I sunk my teeth into something, they knew it was worthwhile. They knew that it was a valid reason. They knew that there was something to it. In addition to that, I spent the time talking to them about this issue. Even though they have seen the same things that I have seen as it relates to the violence in the streets and the people that die and the neighborhoods that are literally destroyed, they still didn't have the facts. They didn't have all of the numbers of people in prison, the disenfranchisement, how it affects certain communities, the fact that you can get over an addiction but you'll never get over a conviction. They didn't know about all of the murders in Mexico. They didn't know that the mayor and the police chief in Juarez live in El Paso across the border because it's too dangerous for them to live in the town that they work in. So as we begin, and that's what we do with LEAP, we educate people. So as I did that, they now see that I haven't lost my marbles, not even one. And they're very supportive. So that's been very good, and I appreciate that.
Okay, and you've said before that the majority of officers you speak to tend to agree with you.
Oh yeah, even if they're not my friends, if I have the time to sit down to them and really have an intelligent conversation about it, 99% of those officers are going to understand and see that we're headed in the wrong direction. It's only those that have ulterior motives, such as in money, there's money in all aspects of this issue. And cops get paid a lot of overtime to clear corners and do other things related to drug prohibition laws. Police departments get a lot of money from the federal government, burn grant and what have you, COPS programs for hiring new police officers. So yeah, there's a lot of incentive to continue in the direction we're headed from a law enforcement perspective, from a corrections perspective, big business in building prisons. So, but that's a very small population of the law enforcement community. So the others, they get it. And unfortunately, many of them aren't in positions to where they can openly speak to it. But when they retire, as long as they don't go into another organization, government organization that is supporting prohibition, they'll speak to it.